What are you committed to? Beta.
Overcoming the fear. Yeah, having a good time with my friends, making money. Yeah, having fun and making money.
Right on. Okay. Sean, you came up with this biblical question, and why?
My dad actually came up with the question.
Oh,
And
nice.
we talked about it a little bit, but I don't know where it came from or how he came up with it. But
And what are you committed to?
I'm committed to not having an opinion about anything. And not that I try to force myself to be that way. It's just I found myself now to really not have an opinion or, a judgment about anything. And, I used to go into situations that I know might be sort of a conflict type, tense kind of situation where I might experience some of that. And I'd say to myself, there's no way that this could possibly turn out where I would get angry or even happy. Like, no matter how it turns out, it's not going to be affecting me. And I really don't have to say that to myself anymore about things. When I was little growing up, I would get really into things for a short amount of time. Like I'd commit myself to something and I'd get really into it and then I'd just drop it. Like I had a 2-week rule with activities or something. I'd get really into it and then I'd get over it. I think I would try to get something out of it.
Yeah.
And I do that over and over and over again growing up. And now I just find myself to not really have an opinion about anything. Danielle's situation I totally identified with. I feel very similar in that it feels, just because it feels weird to not have an opinion about things and to have all these questions doesn't mean it's not normal.
Yeah.
Or that you're not in the right spot, Just like when people are going through things and they say, well, just because it's common doesn't mean it's normal. Just because, in fact, it's the opposite. Because it's common, you know that it's not normal.
Yeah.
Because 99% of people,
That's a good point. Amazing.
So that's what I would say. I'd say I'm committed to not having an opinion about anything.
Nice. Yes, Doug, last word. What are you committed to?
I want to say that I'm committed to being in the present, but I do see myself out of the present a lot, and I do see that I am forgetful in that way. So I don't know.
I don't know. That's so black. I've thought about this question. It's such a good question. I'm like, what am I committed to? And I was thinking, I don't know if I'm committed to anything. I am working on myself. I watch myself all the time now. I see lights, and the more I see, the more I want. But I don't know if I'm committed to anything anymore. And that may be a good thing, because you just want to live. You want to be a living being. And if you're committed to something, it feels like ownership, like you got to try to make this work. And you can't make anything work. Of ourselves, we can do nothing. Of ourselves, we know nothing. And what I can see is that we just need to be committed to seeking the Father, returning to the Father, forgiving, doing the silent prayer, and watching. And as Doug just said, most people forget to watch. Do not forget to watch. Watch what's going on inside of you. Watch what's going on. And you're going to always see what's going on inside of others. That's your protection. But you won't be able to judge them, because you know it's not them, because they are created too in the image of God. And so this action that you see coming from them is a false illusion to them, just as it is in you. You can't even hate your enemy. Your enemy know not what they do. Speak up, but don't resent. Don't resent. Speak up, but don't resent. Cut out the argument, all right? Let go. Just let go and live. Life is already laid out for you. But you got to remember to stay present with the Father and not be like the lost sheep out there in the woods somewhere, turned away from the Father. Come home and stay home. And if you do get caught up because you still have the wrong identity, don't freak. Don't freak out. Don't worry. Just come back to the moment. Come back to the present. And it's all fine. And one last thing about that. Whatever, if your little feelings are being hurt, if you're becoming afraid or you feel anger, or you feel lost or lonely or depressed or someone hurt your feelings, you thought you were smart, they made you look dumb, be glad for those feelings. Meaning be glad to see that so you can overcome that. It's just another false illusion of yourself, and that situation is giving you an opportunity to overcome it. Don't blame the other person. Don't run away. Just watch it, and you will overcome it. All right? Brand new biblical question. Lots of people committing suicide nowadays. A lot of folks. Everybody and their mama. And my biblical question is, why do so many people commit suicide? Why do so many people commit suicide? I want to ask here with the hat. Yes. Why do so many people commit suicide?
I think it's because they judge themselves,
They judge themselves?
and there's certain things that they see no way out of, or they can't overcome, and then they think it's the only solution.
Oh, okay. Interesting. The man behind you in the black hat. Why do so many people commit suicide?
I say they're stuck in their thoughts.
They're stuck in their thoughts?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about committing suicide?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
And why did you want to do it? Why did you think about it?
Probably because of the position of life I was in.
I'm sorry?
I was in a
Speak
bad
into the
position. I was in a bad position in life. You know.
You were in a bad position in life? Yeah. And do you still think that way sometimes?
No, sir.
Good, man. I thought about that one time. As a matter of fact, I tried it twice over women. Who the food? They didn't get my money, they wanted my life. Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
But we're going to deal with that. That's a bit, I don't want it anymore because I want the people to think about it. Anybody ever consider suicide? See, the devil's busy. He does. There's nothing new under the sun, really. So I hope that this helped today. Don't forget to do the silent prayer. Don't forget to watch. You got to work on your own life. Do not be afraid to stand alone. God is with you. And you'll be able to go out and associate with people. You'll be able to have fun. You'll be able to do what you do, but you won't identify with it. No more identities. That needs to die. All right? No more identities. No more identities. Let them all go. But stay with the silent prayer. And this whole idea of affirmative action, that's a good thing for the folks. You should always want everybody to be their best. Wish them well and not put something in their way that will hold them back in life just so you can feel good about yourself. All right? We should love one another, even our enemy. So do the silent prayer, become your own person, and watch. Do the practical thing, go to work, make a meal, put gas in your car, and you'll be fine. But you can be free right here. You can overcome the fear. Anyone that has anger has fear. Anyone that has fear has hatred. Satan is your daddy. Turn around and go back home to the Father. All right? I hope this helped today. Happy 4th of July. And we will be here on the 4th of July tomorrow and the 4th of July doing the radio shows. All right? Thank you all, and thank you all. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, amazing. Hake is coming with the credit card for donations.